I got Somalians as neighbors, and I talked to one of them, and I asked them about this whole Somalian fraud that's going on in Minnesota. And one of the guys explained it to me this way. He said back in Somalia, a lot of them come from clans. And Muslims have this thing where their spoils, even their Prophet Muhammad, whatever, he would go out and plunder people, and the spoils of war would be considered rightfully theirs. And whenever they would go to a place and they would subjugate the non-believers, they would put a tax on them. So he's like, the Somalians believe in Minnesota their plunder is rightfully theirs, and it's just a tax that the white people are paying for the Somalians to, for them, to the Muslims, to the non-believers. And so they do not comprehend the Western laws. They don't understand it. It doesn't compete to their Sharia law that they're practicing. And so there's outrage. And so he explained this one little thing to me. He's like, in their religion, they're permitted to lie. So when you see all these Somalians in Minnesota, being outrageous that their fraud is being exposed, he's like, they're permitted to lie. They're permitted to tax the non-believers. They're permitted to practice their Sharia law. They're permitted to plunder because in their belief system, it is rightfully theirs. So they don't understand why all these people are upset about, all this fraud that's going on, because they've been practicing all the stuff they've been doing in Somalia. They just brought their belief system here, and they do not understand why everyone's outraged. And, so that's just, and I was like, well, that kind of makes sense, I guess, if you raised up in one.
No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because you're in an entirely different country. And I'll tell you what it is. It's called piracy. These people for so long have been basically in their country performing piracy for years. And that's how they live. They live under Cyril law, which to us Christians is backwards, totally backwards. Then they come over to America and they plunder, and they think it's their right. They think it's their right to come over and steal from America, and America has the obligation to basically give them the right to plunder in another country, meaning still taxes, still just about everything else. And this is not their country. I can't go over to another country and say, hey, this is our religion, this is our law, and let me do what I want to do without being responsible or accountable for it. And that's what they're doing. This is like President Trump called their country is garbage. He said they don't really have a government. They're just going around killing each other. And I think this is a serious problem with especially Somalians. And I don't know if that applies to all Muslims, but the ones who feel that they can come over to another country and not abide by the laws and that country's religion is sadly mistaken. And I think this is just what these people are doing. They've climbed down the rabbit hole, or they fell down the rabbit hole, and they're in a dark place right now. And then you've got these people out here supporting them like they're doing wrong. And these people, and I'm not saying Democrats or Republicans, but I'm saying people who are supporting these people, and these people are plundering the country and doing basically what they want to do, but they feel they have the right to do that. So this is our thing. We're not, as Black Americans, a part of that support system. We can't be. So they can basically do what they want to do, say what they want to say about America. We're not buying it. We're just not buying it. It's been a problem from day one since they've been here. They've planned this before they even got here. So, say la vie, if you are in the process of being deported, if all these things are coming out, they've already said that they've convicted so many people in this fraud scam, and they're recovering a lot more. And when this country, America, starts to check into your wrongdoings in this country, believe me, it's going to be a long, long ride, and they're going to continue to pursue you.